Right, hello everyone. Welcome to Warren's Team Talk, and thank you very much for coming and tuning in today. I hope you're all really well and having a really great day. Today we're going to be looking at this upcoming weekend's match day. Excuse me, sorry, upcoming match day Premier League fixtures, which is match day 33 of the FA Premier League. So that should be quite interesting. Before we get started, can I please ask you to put a like on the video if you haven't done it already? And also, please subscribe to my channel. And also, please make sure, if you can, that you share the content around. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you very, very much. So we've got a couple of chats in. So a couple of the chatters. So that's fantastic. Let's go and say hello to all of those. So we've got Joanne here. Hi, Joanne. I hope you're well. And she says, hello, Warren, my lovelies. Hi, Joanne. I hope you're good. And I hope your feline friends are all behaving themselves and getting along nicely. And remind me what's happening with the Wanderer. And Diego C. Palace this afternoon, Warren. Hi, mate. How are you? I hope you're good. And Joanne says, I see you made a short, sharp exit from Del Boy's channel before Julian came on. Did he come on? Because I haven't watched it. I've been too busy. I wasn't feeling good last night. And I said to Del Boy during the day that I didn't want to be on that when Julian was on, because otherwise I was going to go for him. I'm glad that he came on after I departed, because I wasn't in the form for him. I can tell you that now. All cats are home, fantastic, and I hope they're all getting on all right and whatnot. Yes, after you went, laugh out loud. Well, maybe he was waiting backstage for me to come off. Then maybe Del Boy didn't want him out, because I told Del Boy that I was going to really go for him. I hope you're feeling eyed. I don't understand that. Sorry, Joanne. Hi, Taib says, hi, Warren. Hi, mate. I hope you're good. Joanne says, I hope you're feeling better. A little bit. I'm still really, really tired. I don't understand why, but I am still really tired. But never mind. It's such is life. And Taib says, hi, Joanne. So let's get on with this epic journey through this weekend's Premier League fixtures and see where that takes us. So, yeah, don't forget, everyone, Jez has got a new Jez Collins of the Lee Gunner channel fame, and he's been appearing on a lot of other channels as well of late. He's now got his own YouTube channel called Arsenal, The History and More. So please, guys, go and make sure you go and check it out and give him some support. It's a great channel, really informative, really interesting, and apart from all of that, Jez is just a top man. He's a lovely guy. And so please go and give that some support. And he's a proper Arsenal fan. He really is. So, yeah, let's give him some support and just keep pumping up his sub rates and get likes on his videos as well. If you could do that, that would be fantastic. Also, there's a petition in the description. A link to a petition in the description to try and persuade Arsenal not to give this clown a new contract. I'm not fooled by that nonsense last night. I'm sorry. They scored more goals in one game than we've done since the middle of March. And that's shocking. And we now conceded the same amount of goals as we did last year. So there you go. Doing a great job. Fucking hell. Anyway, so the fixtures for this weekend as Premier League fixtures are Arsenal against Manchester United, Leicester against Aston Villa, Manchester City against Watford, Norwich against Newcastle, Brentford against Tottenham, Brighton against Southampton, Burnley against Wolves, Chelsea against West Ham, Liverpool against Everton, and Crystal Palace against Leeds. So, yeah, there you go. That's the fixtures. Before we look at the table, let's catch up with the chats because there's quite a few building up here now. Joanne said it's Arsenal that have affected us. It's made us tired watching them score. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble as well with my tablet last night trying to watch the game. First half, it was like every 30 seconds it just kept freezing. It just made it really tedious. Taib says, Warren, I want a sandwich. Well, okay. What sort of sandwiches do you like, Taib? Static says, hey, Warren. Hi, Static. Hey, you. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're well. And Taib says, hi, Static. And Static says, Warren, if you saw my comment before, congratulations for reaching 200 subscribers. Thank you, Static. I think it's gone up a little bit more now as well. I think last time I looked, I think it was about 205. So, yeah, thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate it. And I want to thank every single one of you for the support you've given me and achieving that. And, yeah, here's to the next 200 because I just want to keep going and going and going and take it as far as I possibly can, basically. So, yeah, but thank you for all your support. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so, so much. And Taib was saying, hey, man, says Static. And Taib says, Arteta out. What a Wally, love that lad. Yeah, they'll be doing little pictures of not where's Wally, where's Arteta in the future, won't they? The train came last night. Thank God. So Julian had to go. Oh, well, never mind. That's a shame, isn't it? But there you go. Warren, facts, 49 goals scored, 39 conceded. Laugh at it. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's a shambles. Absolute shambles. We now conceded the same as what we did last season. And apparently he's fixed the defence. But we still got another, what they don't tell you, still got another 6-7 games to go. So, and on that note, while we're talking about goals conceded and goals scored, let's have a look at the league table. So there you go. There we have it. Arsenal got 6 games to go. They've scored 49 goals and conceded 39. The 39 goals is the same as what we conceded last year, by the way. And we keep getting told that he's fixed the defence. Yeah, I don't know quite how that works, but still, there you go. We've lost 11 games. I think last season we lost 13. So just 2 more defeats, and we would have matched that. We'd have matched that statistic from last year as well. So there you go. Joanne says, I gave Julian plenty of stick from both of us. Laugh out loud. Good, Joanne. I'm pleased to hear it, and I hope he felt very uncomfortable, because he's just full of shit. I mean. He knows, I don't think he particularly knows that much about football, but that's not the issue for me. The issue is the constant lying and seeking to be controversial all the time rather than saying what he actually believes. I just find it despicable. Ron, I'm good, man. I can't believe the overreaction from last night's win. We should have had 12 points, not 3 out of 12. Embarrassing. Exactly. Because those other 3 games that we played, they're the sorts of sides that we, under previous managers, we would have been winning. And I'm still swear and declare, no one's going to take away from me for the fact that if we had a proper manager, we would be in a title race. We would. It's simple. You look at all the games that we've lost and think about what would have happened if we'd had a proper manager. because I don't think we would have lost most of them. We wouldn't have lost about 80-90% of them. We wouldn't have lost. And you add all those points to our total and be up there with Liverpool and Manchester City. It's a joke. Warren, I guarantee we'll concede between 41 and 50 goals before the end of the season. Yeah, mate, I agree with you. I think we will. I still think that we're going to end up somewhere between 6th and 8th at the end of the season, and I'm more inclined to say 8th, to be quite honest, because I just don't think this manager knows what he's doing. And Static says, Warren, facts, he is. That man is just out to cause controversy. The reason is because all the time he's controversy, all the time he's being controversial, it's driving views. So all the time he's controversial, he's going to get people. He's going to be driving people through to AFTV because they're going to want to see what he's come out with now. That's what it's about. I can guarantee it. The reason I'm saying that is if you look at TalkSport as an example, or BBC Radio 5 Live when they're talking about sport, the pundits are always really controversial. And the reason they're controversial is because it keeps people watching. So, yeah, well, that's my opinion anyway. Anyway, so let's move on. So here's the league table. Manchester City went back to the top of the table after a brief spell off it on Tuesday when Liverpool won. Man City won last night and returned to the top of the table. Chelsea are third despite losing to Arsenal last night. And as you can see, they're quite comfortably in third. They're 5 points clear of Tottenham, who are in fourth, and they've got a game in hand. So if they win that game in hand, they'll be 8 points clear. Tottenham are in fourth. Arsenal are in fifth. They both have played 32 games and both have 57 points. Manchester United are sat in sixth. They had played 33 games and they have 54 points. Now, I believe as well that this morning Manchester United officially announced that Ten Hag is going to be their new manager. So they've got their man. So fair play to them. I hope it doesn't come up and bite them on the bum, but still, we'll see. West Ham are sitting in seventh. They're on 52 points and have played 33 games. Wolves are sat in eighth have played 32 games, 49 points. And then there's a gap of 8 points down to Leicester in ninth. So now down the bottom end of the table, we've got Norwich who are sat bottom. They played 32 games and they have 21 points. Watford have played 32 games and they have 22 points. Burnley have played 31 games and have 25 points. And Everton are in 17th. They play 31 games and have 29 points. And then there's a 4-point gap between Everton and Leeds. Everton do have a game in hand now. So there's your league table. Taib says, a friend told me someone keeps stealing his brushes. I told him not to make such sweeping statements. There you go. That's the good advice there from Mr. Taib. Warren, the only way Arsenal won't finish lower than sixth is because of the inconsistency of West Ham and Wolves. But yes, who knows what will happen at the end of the season. Mate, the only reason that we're still in a race for this top four is because all the other clubs around us are absolute dog shit. Because otherwise, we would have been out of it long ago. So let's have a look at the current form for the games. Yeah, so the first one up is Arsenal against Manchester United. It's their lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. Arsenal, in their last 5 home games, have won 3, lost 2. They beat Brentford 2-1, Wolves 2-1, Leicester 2-0, and then lost 2-0 to Liverpool and 2-1 to Brighton. The leading goal scorer for Arsenal, that's probably changed now, but when I did this, it was Emil Smith-Rowe. He scored 10 goals from 21 appearances and 10 substitute appearances, and Arsenal are currently sat 5th. Manchester United, in their last 5 away games, they've drawn 1, won 1 and lost 3. They drew 1-1 with Burnley, won 4-2 away at Leeds, lost 4-1 to Manchester City, 1-0 to Everton and 4-0 to Liverpool. Their leading goal scorer is Ronaldo. He's scored 21 goals from 31 appearances and 3 as a substitute, and they're currently sat 6th. Now, the big question mark, obviously, about this game is whether Ronaldo will be playing or not after what happened the other day with his baby boy. So, obviously, my condolences go out to him and all his family, and I hope the little fella is able to rest in peace. So, God bless him. And, yeah, so God knows what's going to happen in this game. And it doesn't matter how crap United are playing. Whenever they play Arsenal, they always turn up and put in a good performance. So, it'll be very interesting to see what happens this time. So let's carry on. Static says, Warren, exactly. Every team from 3rd to 20th has been poor all season. It's true, they have. And I put it down to the fact that the players haven't had a proper break for about 2 odd years now. And I just think that's wrong. I think, players, they need, they're not robots. They need to rest. And, it's now affecting the quality of the football. So, there you go. Static says, Warren, unfortunately, I have to go in a few minutes. Good show. Thank you, Static. It was lovely talking to you. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And Diego C. Palace says, I believe CR7 will be available. Well, I've got no idea, mate, but if that's what you're saying, then I've got no reason to disbelieve you at all. And Static says, rest in peace, see Ronaldo's son. 100%, mate. And Static puts, I guess that's a praying emoji. And what do you give prisoners for dessert? Excuse me. Jelly beans. Oh, dear. Sorry, that's terrible. Okie doke. So let's have a look at this Leicester Villa game. So Leicester, in their last 5 home games, have drawn 2, won 3. They've drawn 1-1 with Brighton, 2-2 with West Ham. They won 1-0 against Leeds, 2-1 against Brentford, and 2-1 against Palace. Their leading goal scorer this season is James Maddison. He scored 14 goals from 45 starts, and they're currently sat in 9th. Villa's away form. They lost 1-0 at Newcastle, won 2-0 at Brighton, 3-0 at Leeds, then lost 2-1 at West Ham, and lost 2-1 against Wolves. Their leading goal scorer this season is Ollie Watkins. He scored 8 goals from 29 appearances, and they currently sit in 15th in the table. So, before we start the Man City game, yeah, it is funny, isn't it, Statty? It's hilarious. He's a top man, he's Taib. And Taib, Static, laugh out loud. And Diego C. Palace is laugh out loud too. Yeah, Taib's absolutely hilarious. I love him. Man City's home form. They've won 3, lost 1 and drawn 1. They won 2-0 against Brentford, lost 3-2 to Tottenham, won 4-1 against Manchester United, drew 2-2 with Liverpool and won 3-0 against Brighton. Their leading goal scorer is Riyad Mahrez. He scored 22 goals from 40 appearances and they're currently sat first in the table. Watford, on the other hand, they've lost one. They won 1-0 at Aston Villa, drew 0-0 at Manchester United, lost 4-0 at Wolves, won 2-1 at Southampton, and lost 2-0 at Southampton. Their leading goal scorer is Emmanuel Dennis. He scored 27 goals. Sorry, he scored 10 goals from 27 starts and 3 substitute appearances, and they're currently sat 19th. And Static says, Warren, before I go, is Maddison better than Odegaard? I have to ask. It's a debate I've had all season. Mate, in my opinion, I think he's light years ahead of Odegaard. I don't rate Odegaard at all. I don't. I just think it's a load of old hype. I find him weak. I don't really see what he brings to the team. I don't think he creates enough. I just don't think he's that good, to be quite honest. I think he's bang average, and I think Real Madrid saw us coming, to be quite fair. Static Warren, did you party hard last night? You keep yawning. No, man, I'm just really tired. I don't know what's wrong with me. Might be going down with something, I guess. But still, never mind. Taib Hussain says, yeah, I wish I had been partying hard though, mate. And let me tell you, the Pellegrine Falcon is the fastest animal on the planet, says Taib. In a stoop, they can reach up to speeds of 321 kph. Jesus, that's wild. That's a fair old rate of knots, as they say. Static says, Warren, thank you very much. Maddison is the man. Well, he is, as far as I'm concerned. Other people may have a different opinion, but I don't think Odegaard's all that, to be frank. I had some little clown trying to tell me the other day that Odegaard was better than Zidane, and I just laughed at them. I just fucking unbelievable the crap that some of these people come out with. Warren, I was kidding about the party. Yeah, I knew you were, fella. I knew. Don't worry. And Joanne says, I wonder what we'll do on Saturday. Personally, I think it's going to be a draw, but we'll see. What the disrespect to Zidane? Exactly. It is really disrespectful. Taib says, imagine a roller coaster going at speed of 321 kph. Laugh out loud. Yeah, man, it'd be bad for a kickoff. And Static says, Warren, everyone, I must go. Take care. Adji, Static, thanks very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed what you saw while you were here. And I hope I'll see you again soon. And thanks very much, like I said once again, for all your support and for coming into the chat every time that I'm streaming. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. So the next game up on the hockey, as they say, is Norwich against Newcastle United. In their last 5 games, Norwich at home, Norwich have drawn 1-1 with Crystal Palace. They lost 4-0 to Manchester City, lost 3-1 to Brentford, lost 3-1 to Chelsea, and won 2-0 against Burnley. Their leading goal scorer is Timo Pukki. He scored 10 goals from 32 starts and 3 substitute appearances, and they're currently sat bottom of the table in 20th position. Newcastle, on the other hand, they've won 2-0 at Brentford. They won 2-1 at Southampton. They've lost 1-0 against Chelsea, lost 1-0 against Everton, and lost 5-1 at at Tottenham. So, yeah, all these results, by the way, for Newcastle are ones that they've had on the road. Callum Wilson is their leading goal scorer. He scored 6 goals from 15 starts, and they're currently sat 11th in the table. Now, next game is Brentford against Spurs. In their last 5 home games, Brentford have lost 2-1 against Wolves, drew 0-0 with Crystal Palace, lost 2-0 to Newcastle United, won 2-0 against Burnley, won 2-0 against West Ham. They scored 14 goals from 29 starts and 3 substitute appearances, and they sit in 12th place in the table. Tottenham, on the other hand, away from home, they've lost 1-0. They lost 1-0 at Burnley, won 4-0 at Leeds, lost 3-2 to Manchester United. They also won 2-0 at Brighton and won 4-0 at Aston Villa. That was Tottenham's last 5 away games. Their leading goal scorer is Harry Kane. He scored 22 goals from 41 starts and 3 substitute appearances, and they're currently sat 4th in the table. And let's get on with this chat again. And Ty says, bye, Static. Yeah. See you, Static. Take care, buddy. So let's go to the next one. Burnley against Wolverhampton Wondrous. Burnley, they've won 2 and lost 3 of their last 5 home games. They won 1-0 against Tottenham, lost 2-0 to Leicester, 4-0 to Chelsea, 2-0 to Manchester City, and they won 3-2 against Everton. Their leading goal scorer this season is Jay Rodriguez. He scored 7 goals from 15 starts and 16 substitute appearances, and they're currently sat 18th in the table. Wolves' last 5 away games have seen them win 2-0 at Tottenham, lose 2-1 at Arsenal, lose 1-0 at West Ham, win 1-0 at Everton, and lose 1-0 to Newcastle. Their leading goal scorer is Daniel Podence. He's got 6 goals from 17 starts and 10 substitute appearances, and they're currently sat 8th in the table. Right, before we start talk about Chelsea, let's see what Ty's saying. One, do you think Lucien Favre is a good manager? I never even heard of him, mate. Who is he? Who is this Lucien? Who is he? What is he? What is his pedigree? What does he know? Anyone out there know? Because I ain't got a fucking clue, mate. I honestly haven't. No, seriously, I don't know. I've never heard of him. Who does he manage? And what has he won? That's what I want to know. So let's look at this Chelsea-West Ham game. Chelsea play West Ham United this weekend at Stamford Bridge, hot on the heels of their drubbing last night at the hands of Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. In their last 5 home games, they've drawn 2-2 with Liverpool. They won 2-0 against Tottenham. They won 1-0 against Newcastle United. They lost 4-1 to Brentford. And then last night, as I say, they lost 4-2 at home to Arsenal. Their leading goal scorer is Romelu Lukaku. He scored 13 goals from 27 starts and are currently set third in the table. West Ham, on the other hand, in their last 5 away games, they have lost 1-0 at Manchester United. They drew 2-2 at Leicester. They lost 1-0 at Liverpool, and they lost 3-1 against Tottenham and 2-0 against Brentford. So the leading goal scorer this term for West Ham is Jarrod Bowen. He scored 12 goals from 34 appearances, and they're currently sat 7th in the table. And Diego C. Palace says, no idea here either. No, I've never heard of him, unless it's one of Taib's jokes, which is not beyond the realms of possibility. It might be some crazy, bloody mad joke of his, but who knows? Then we got Liverpool against Everton, the big Merseyside derby. In their last 5 home games, Liverpool have won 3-1 against Norwich. They won 6-0 against Leeds. They won 1-0 against West Ham, 2-0 against Watford, and they won 4-0 against Manchester United. Their leading goal scorer this season is Mo Salah. He scored 30 goals from 39 appearances and 3 as a substitute, and they're currently sat second in the table. Everton, on the other hand, is a bit complete opposite, really. In their last 5 away games, they've lost 3-1 at Newcastle, 2-0 at Southampton. They lost 5-0 at Tottenham. They lost 2-1 at West Ham, and they've lost 3-2 at Burnley. Their leading goal scorer this season is Richarlison. He scored 7 goals from 25 starts, and they're currently set 17th in the table. So, next game up, Crystal Palace against Leeds. In Palace's last 5 home games, they've lost 3-1 to Liverpool. They lost 1-0 to Chelsea. They drew 1-1 with Burnley, drew 0-0 with Manchester City, and they defeated Arsenal by 3-0. Their leading goal scorer is Wilfried Zaha. He scored 12 goals from 28 appearances and 1 substitute appearance, and they're currently sat 14th in the table. Leeds, on the other hand, in their last 5 away games, they've lost 3-0 at Everton. They lost 6-0 to Liverpool. They lost 1-0 to Leicester City. They won 3-2 against Wolves and won 3-0 at Watford. Their leading goal scorer is Rafinha. He scored 10 goals from 30 appearances, and they're currently set 16th in the table. So before we move on to find out what my predictions are, let's see what people are saying. Diego says, no idea here either. I think he's manager in Europe. Mate, I ain't got a bleeding clue who he is. Let's see if we can find him. Hold on. What's his name? What is his name again? Right. Lucien Favre. Okay. So, Lucien. Well, it says on. Well, let's share the screen. There you go. This is Lucien Favre. So this is Lucien Favre. He was born on the 2nd of November 1957. He's a Swiss professional football manager and former player who has recently managed German club Borussia Dortmund. Favre was a playmaker for various Swiss and French clubs, the longest Servette, with whom he also won a championship. As a manager, he won the Swiss Cup and the Swiss Championship with Servette and Zurich. And in Germany, Favre has also managed Hertha BSC and Borussia Mönchengladbach. So, yeah, he looks like he's had a few different jobs and he's had a little bit of success. It can't be that bad if Dortmund have decided to take him on, I have to say. But at least with him, he's someone with something on his CV, not like Arteta when he came here. He just had a blank sheet of paper. So, yeah, there you go. Taib says, Diego, he hasn't won a lot of trophies. I see, says Diego. Yeah, so, and Joanne says the stream on Diesel channel was good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Joanne. The next one's going to be about ghosts, so that's going to be interesting. It really will. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to tackle it yet, but I'll be thinking about that over the weekend and making a decision. But yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. Anyway, so let's have a look at my predictions for the weekend's games. So Arsenal and Manchester United, I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Leicester against Aston Villa, I'm going for a 2-1 win. And yeah, sorry, Joanne, I forgot to say thank you so much for all your support and your kind words about that. It's really much appreciated. So, and also thank you to everyone else who came along to the chat that night and watched me talking about Area 51 and Bob Lazar. It was great. I really enjoyed talking about that. Anyway, so like I say, Leicester against Aston Villa. I predict that Leicester will win by 2-1. Manchester City against Watford. I think it'll be a comfortable afternoon for Man City, and they're going to end up winning by 3-0. Norwich against Newcastle. I reckon that's going to be a draw. Norwich are fighting for their lives, and Newcastle seem more or less safe now. So, yeah, it should be an interesting one. Brentford against Tottenham. Tottenham are fighting for a top 4 finish, which I think they're likely to get. And I think they'll win 2-1 at Brentford. Brighton against Southampton. I think Brighton are going to win that one by 2-0. Burnley against Wolves. I think that's going to be a 0-0 draw. Chelsea against West Ham. I think despite Chelsea's poor performances in the last 2 home games, I think Chelsea will turn it round and they'll win by 2-1. Liverpool against Everton. Now, Liverpool are chasing the title and Everton are scrapping for their lives at the bottom of the table. Excuse me. And I fully expect it to be a really scrappy affair and a really tight battle. But I think Liverpool will end up winning it by 3-0. And then last but not least, Crystal Palace against Leeds United. And I can't see anything other than a comfortable Palace victory in this one. I think Palace will win by 2-0. But what do you think, Diego? Do you think Palace will win that as well? Be interested to hear what you think. And Joanne says, oh yeah, we've seen that. And Taib says, Warren, did you watch that creepy video I sent you a few weeks ago? Not yet, man. I've been really, really up to my eyes in it, and I probably won't get a chance to watch it until Sunday, but I do intend to watch it, mate. Joanne says, I will give you my predictions later. Thank you, Joanne. That's really kind. Really, really kind for you. Thank you. Right. Okay, so let's move on. And don't forget, there is a link in the description that if you want to sign, you can. It's for a petition to try and persuade Arsenal not to give Mikel Arteta a new contract, or certainly put pressure on them not to do it anyway. So yeah, you can find that in the description. And then I want to also big up the Gooner Claw Trust. The Gooner Claw Trust seeks to give kids, disadvantaged kids, the opportunity to attend a match at the Emirates in the best seats in the house. So yeah, go and check them out. There's a link in the description for that as well. So yeah, they do really, really great work. So yeah, please go and check them out. And then we've got my usual, the great YouTube channel. So I want to big up. They've got the Old School Gunner, Arsenal Alex, DrawnByDre, the Aussie Gooner, Diesel Arsenal, Del by Gunner TV. Del by Gunner TV, I think, might be streaming later today. So if you make sure you keep your eyes and ears open for that one, because I'm sure that's going to be wild. Arsenal, the history and more. That's Jezzy's new channel, which I spoke about at the beginning of the show. Please don't forget to go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's only recently started it, but he's absolutely smashing it. So yeah, please remember to go and check him out. Gracie-Mae. Gracie-Mae was on my channel on Monday, and we had a really, really nice chat. Absolutely lovely young lady, a passionate Arsenal fan. So go and check that video out, because it tells you all about her life growing up as an Arsenal fan and her thoughts and feelings about football and stuff like that. So yeah, go and check that out. NorthsideLdn is another great channel, as is Stephen Featley's channel. And then there's Kyle Walsh, Arsenal. Kyle is an absolutely mad, passionate Arsenal fan. And yeah, he's going to be uploading new content really, really soon. So yeah, please keep your eyes out for that. But he has got a lot of videos on his channel already, and he put them up about 4 or 5 years ago. And to be quite honest with you, you'd think he was talking about the current situation, because nothing's really changed, to be honest, and that's kind of sad, I think. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm going to end that there. I hope you really, really enjoyed the show. I want to give a big thank you to all the people in the live chat and everyone who's going to watch this on playback for watching my video. I want to give a big thank you to Joanne Smith, Taib Sane, Diego C. Palace, Static. Who else? I think that's about it, but I'm just going to make sure that I don't miss anyone. Yeah, that's it. So big up to all those people, and thank you very much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to put a like on the video. Please don't forget to share the video and also subscribe to my channel. Please, please, please do that for me, guys. And also, please Make sure you look after each other and look after your loved ones and family and friends. Remember to keep talking, and also please make sure you spread some love and kindness around the world. And I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm going to be on I'm going to be on Delboy Gunner TV's channel tomorrow night. I'm not quite sure what time that's going to kick off, but it's me. I think it's me. Obviously, I'm going to be there, but it's Delboy, myself, Kenny Ken, and Jez, I believe. And we're going to be talking about the 1979-80 season for Arsenal. That season, for those of you who don't know, was when Arsenal reached 2 cup finals. We reached the FA Cup final where we played West Ham. And then we also reached the European Cup Winners' Cup final where we took on Valencia of Spain in the final. So come and check out that and see what else transpired throughout the season, because it was a mad, mad season, let me tell you. Anyway, take care, everyone. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again really, really soon. Take care. Thanks very much. Go back and listen up to most as my friend was around. Okay, no problem. Well done all. And Joanne says, we'll go back and listen to most as my friend was around. No problem. I hope your friend's okay, Joanne. And please say hello to them for me. And anyway, yeah, so that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Please take care and have a great rest of your day. Take care, everyone.